Happy Halloween! Who says this day has to only be about your kids? Pets can get into the dress-up game tonight as well too, because our co-worker Ashlyn Fowler has had fun planning her dog Beebop's costume. This is her kitten Mick, and Mick is messing his costume. Oh look, he disappeared. He's messing it all up. So let me tell you the story about Mick as we bring Ashlyn in. So Beebop, you might remember, her dog, because back during the COVID days, we would Zoom with Lisa Wagoner up at Cold Nose College, and Ashlyn kind of trained Beebop with Lisa some over Zoom calls and stuff. Then Ashlyn came to the rescue when my husband found those 1-week-old kittens. This was one of the kittens, and he was actually the runt of the litter. He almost didn't make it.
Yeah.
He almost didn't make it. His name is Mick. He's now over 3 pounds.
Yes, thankfully.
And he is full of energy. So, aren't you happy?
I'm so happy. I had a few breakdowns when he was so tiny, and I came to Julie crying. I was like, he's so much smaller than the other two.
Well, you know, everyone's going to have fun showing off their kids and grandchildren, and so we wanted to show off ours here on the show a little bit. But I want to talk a little bit about Beebop. Fittingly, she's a bee.
Yes.
Is it difficult for you to get her in her costume? Because she seems pretty content with it.
Oh no, she wears sweaters, she wears sweatshirts. It really started last year actually when I put her in her pumpkin costume. And ever since then, she's fine as long as there's no hood. She was fine with the little antennas. Yeah. But if it covers her face, she's not about it. So
she's kind of an attention-seeking dog.
It depends. I mean, yes and no. She wants you to love her when she wants you to love her, kind of.
Yeah.
So but yeah, I mean, she'll come up to you when she's ready, and then once she's ready, you better not be showing Mick any attention, because she wants all the attention.
Well, that's a little bit difficult to not show Mick any attention.
Yes.
So you know how if you were talking, if moms are together and the kids are around, the conversation just kind of goes all over the place, and what you think you're going to talk about, you end up just changing course because the kids demand it. Yeah. That's kind of how it is when you're doing an interview about pets and Halloween costumes, because, okay, you saw them in it for a minute, but this little guy has his own idea. So let's fill people in on him.
Yes.
If y'all remember, we'll set the stage again. So my husband Mark found these 3 kittens. They were a week old. And this little guy, we couldn't get back. And we couldn't find him by the time my daughter and I came to get him. So a woman in town rescued him. She fostered him with the Humane Society. She reached a point where she couldn't keep him anymore, and so we took him back. And Ashlyn, the minute he was in the television station, I mean, it was this instantaneous love affair. Ashlyn, you took one look at him and were smitten. Can you explain that? Do you even know how to explain that?
No, it's happened to me like with one other dog. Honestly, any pet that I get, it's just a gut feeling. And Elijah, who is Beebop's owner technically, but really mine at the same time, he was so against having a cat. He was like, no cats. We already have a dog and everything.
That's Ashlyn's really cute boyfriend.
When you found the first 2, so I was like, no cats. You know, I'd already kind of set my mind to it. And then he came in, and he just, I think it was the long hair, it was the gray, it was everything about him, and just his he's not tender now, but at the time he was tender. And I just called Elijah and I was like, it's done. And of course he was like, So we brought him home and we let them get to know each other first before we kind of made that decision that yes. And once we saw that they were okay with each other, then I got him.
Well, you know, maybe it's kind of a fitting thing that we're talking about this and using Halloween as our way to do it, because the Humane Society has been in the news, of course, lately. We've had them back on the show with the dogs they rescued out of Ottawa. They're very overcrowded right now. They need help with fostering and adoptions. But man, Ashlyn and I could spend all hour talking to you about the great work that they do at the Humane Society, because they were right on it with the medical needs of
like I said, when she wants attention,
she has her own mind.
Yeah, she said, I'm gonna go away now.
But this little guy is a miracle baby, for sure. He's a miracle baby, because he really, Ashlyn, should not have made it. He had some serious health issues, and you were right there to guide him through it all.
It was hard for me. I mean, I was there, but I was panicking the whole time. But yeah, when he got them, I mean, I just went to HES with his stool sample. I was like, tell me everything's fine. And luckily everything was fine. He just had a rough start there at the beginning. Yeah. So look, you would never know it now to look at him. No, he is.
How are you going to keep him away from candy and stuff?
Oh, he's
stuck on me. There we go.
Come Come here. I know. I have to keep him away from Beebop's food. That's the thing. I can't have them in the same room.
Usually it's the other way around.
Yeah, he just wants to eat her food all the time. He wants to eat us all the time. I mean, we have a candy on a counter right now, but we learned recently he can jump on that counter.
Oh, he can jump anywhere he wants to go.
He's got the height on him now, so.
We were so worried. I don't want you going back
Right?
there. Once upon a time, we lost a kitten underneath this set during the newscast, and we couldn't get it out, so I don't want to take any chances. He was such a quiet little guy.
Yeah.
And he was the true runt of the litter. He would look at you in those early days like, please love me, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And he just wanted to be held all the time.
And he still does. I can't brush my teeth without holding him in the mornings and everything. He's so feisty right now, but when I haven't seen him for a couple hours, that's when he really like wants the love and attention.
Yeah.
And then he'll get into this stage. Right now he's in his feisty stage. And then after he's gone through that a little bit, I'll be sitting on the couch and he'll come up and he'll crawl up on my chest, and I call him my little chest cat, and then I have my little lap dog.
Well, it was a great theory to want to show off their Halloween costumes.
Yeah, I know. Beebop took off hers, he took off his. And
he was supposed to be a skunk.
Yeah.
But anyway, isn't he cute?
Beebop.
Enjoy Halloween with your pets.
Come here, girl.
If you are out trick-or-treating and you see some people out walking with their pets and they have their Halloween costumes still intact, marvel at it, because it is not easy. And thanks, little guy. I'm happy that you're happy. That's it. That's all I wanted to tell you. We're back.
It's West Shore Home's biggest sale of the year and the best time to finally take care of your shower or bath remodeling project. Kirsten.
Right now, for a limited time, you can get 25% off your bath or shower project with our biggest sale of the year. At West Shore Home, we want to make it affordable for you to tackle your project and bring comfort to your home before the busy holiday season. Choose from tons of options for the style and color of your walls, and pick the base that best fits your needs.